morning from the cabin. So all the girls and boys are all out, so they're all free ranging for the time being. So give them another treat for the day. But it's been quite cold this morning, I must say. So I did actually have a fire first thing this morning just to try and warm the place up a little bit. I will have to go outside and do a little bit of axe work and stuff like that. I mean, it's all softwood, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much effort to actually split those large logs and that. But I actually received a message from my uncle today asking, if I'd go over for Christmas. It'd be really nice to see you. But I've only been back in contact with my uncle over the last 3 years. I don't actually remember him at all, to be honest with you. It's my dad's brother. My dad, unfortunately, he committed suicide when I was actually 5 years old, and that side of the family literally turned their backs on us completely. We had nothing to do with them whatsoever. Never received any Christmas cards, birthday cards, just nothing at all. But over the last 3 years, we have been talking, not like a great deal, probably once every couple of months, you might receive a message, but he always asks me, I think it'd be nice if you come over for Christmas. So I know he has quite a few health problems, and a part of me's thinking to himself, well, maybe he wants to make amends for stuff which has actually happened in the past. But it's one of those tough decisions, isn't it? It really is. It'd be nice, I'm sure, to actually sit down and reminisce about, my dad's, golden days as such, find out what he used to be like, see some old pictures and stuff. But I do think sometimes, the past is probably best left in the past, and I find it hard to comprehend that, why now? Why now? It's just, we needed more support back then when we were kids, when we were growing up. It's just, I don't know. I think that's one of the things which actually probably traumatized me as a kid. And I think that's probably why I have learning difficulties because, it's never been proven that I have learning difficulties, but I know I do because I struggle with quite a few different things. But back in the 80s, things like that wasn't recognised and things weren't picked up. So, but I just can't comprehend like why now. It's just. We couldn't even go to my dad's funeral. So me and my sister, we weren't allowed to go. And the reason being is because my nan, that sounds so far-fetched, it really does. My nan phoned my mum up and actually basically sort of said to her that she's hired a hitman. So me and my sister couldn't actually go and actually say our goodbyes, which I think's, when I look back on it now, it's just diabolical. You sort of just lost your dad, and now you can't even go and say goodbye on the fear that something might happen to your mum. It's just, I don't understand mentalities of people. I know they're probably angry. They I know they blamed my mum for my dad's death, and they probably still do, but it's got nothing to do with my mum whatsoever. If someone chooses to take their own life, it's down to them at the end of the day, isn't it? So, and I truly believe that, it affected my sister a lot more than I did, because she was 2 years older than I was. I was only 5, and she remembers a lot more of, about him. So when he did actually go, it is going to affect her a lot more. And I think this is why she suffered from so much depression. And I think this is why, she had probably a hard time throughout her whole life. She's sadly no longer with us. She actually died of a broken heart after losing her son at the age of 10. But, I do believe that if we had more support from the family back then lives would be so much different, for all of us. I really do. I think, when you're growing up and you're 5, I feel like, I've been traumatized, by the whole situation. And I mean, like I say, sometimes I think the past should be kept in the past. That's for sure. I just find it hard to comprehend 47 years later why they want to be a part of my life. It's just, I don't know. I don't know at all. But it is quite a nippy day outside. I do need to go and pick the axe up. That's my little rant over. But yeah, I need to go and do some work now. I hope you guys are having a good day. And all I can say is stay safe.